Good afternoon, Coach Grosz.
Good afternoon, Greg.
Another rendition of 5 good minutes here. You've played one game since we last talked last week, which was a win against Finlandia here at home, 90-75. You had 3 players earn double-doubles that game. Brian Luckler had 12 points, 11 assists, and then you had Gabe Jefferson with 16 points, 10 rebounds, and Tom Gisler 21 and 13 as far as points and rebounds. How cool is it to see 3 of your players earn double-doubles and not all on the points and rebound side of things?
Yeah, no, that was great. Tom's been pretty consistent for us offensively all year, and really had a big first half against Finlandia. Brian's done a good job. His assist-to-turnover ratio is almost 3-to-1, so that's been a real strong suit for him. Gabe's been rebounding great. He's been around that 10 rebounds a game on average. It was nice to get him off the, get him some scoring too. I think that's his high point this game, 16. So hopefully that's a good sign of things to come to from Gabe. And then obviously we didn't mention him. He didn't have a double-double, but Nate Thompson, 20 points, 9 of 13 shooting, 2 assists, no turnovers. What a solid night for him too, overall, as well as playing good defense throughout the night too. So it's a good win.
Going off that, you have 4 of your players who are averaging double-digit points. How much comfort do you find in that? And does that show you balance? Do you find comfort in that balance, knowing that any of those 4 plus a couple other guys could put points on the board on any given night?
Yeah, it does. I think the 11 years we've been here, our emotion offense is one of a lot of balance. We typically don't have the 20-25 point scorer. We have the 4 or 5 guys that are averaging probably between 9 and 15 points, much like we have going on this year. So we find the open man, make the correct read, and then different guys lead us every night. And again, I think a key stat for us always after games I look at is that assist to turnover. We had again over 20 assists, 23 assists. Which is pretty amazing, that's when we play best, when we're moving the ball and we're finding the open man, is when we're usually pretty successful offensively.
Your team has posted 69 turnovers this season to your opponent's 92. How important is that to play mistake-free basketball?
Huge. I would say in our 4-2 start, that really has been the key stat, because again our shooting percentages are not great at this point. So the fact that we're taking care of the ball, getting multiple shots, is allowing us to come out on top of these games. So that's one of our keys to success, is valuing the ball, taking care of the ball, and I would say a bright spot that has probably been the biggest bright spot so far is our ability to take care of the ball here these first 6 games.
You talked about a good stat that's the most positive one probably on your statistical sheet. What's one area that you really can pinpoint where your team can improve upon?
Well, our rebounding is getting better. We finally against Finlandia, out-rebounded them 49-34. We had 21 offensive rebounds, which was huge. But I guess that was the one thing probably early in the year where we just need to get better at. We've been getting out-rebounded in most games. So I think, in fact, this might be the first game we've out-rebounded our opponent. So we really need to improve in that area if we're going to be successful, from this point on.
Last year you came back from a year off, per se, of winning the UMAC championship during the regular season, and a key ingredient to that was Robbie Anderstrom. We haven't seen Robbie yet this year due to an injury. Can you give us an update on where he's at?
Yeah, he's, feel bad for Robbie, first and foremost. He's just battling this concussion. It's probably realistically going to be second semester. I'm not sure we're going to get him back before then, but he's just trying to be a student and go to class and make up the work he's missed in his classes. So that's priority number 1. But we're hoping, we're praying, for his recovery, for his sake, and obviously we'd love to get him back too for our sake, and hopefully we can get him back, for conference play in January once we start there.
You've got 2 games this week. Tonight you take on UW Superior here in the Erickson Center, and then on Friday you head down to Luther for a 7 o'clock contest. What will be your approach heading into those 2 games?
Yeah, UW Superior, another great team. Our two losses have been River Falls Lacrosse, two WIAC schools, so another tough one tonight. They're a solid team. 4 seniors, junior starter, shoot the ball extremely well. 51% overall, 44 from 3. So I told the guys yesterday, we're really going to need to defend and be on top of our game. Offensively, we're going to need to make them work and make them guard us, tire them out a little bit on the defensive end of the court. But we're going to need a really strong performance. They're good. They're a very good team. I think they were picked 4th, and arguably the best league in the country, Division III league. And then Luther, again on Friday, we had a great game against them last year here. They hit a 3-point shot basically at the buzzer to beat us by 1. So they're, again, great defensive team, great rebounding team, playing a lot of low-scoring games. So that could be a low-scoring game on Friday because we both have, I think, similar styles and philosophy of defense, rebounding, taking care of the ball. So every possession will be a big possession down there at Luther on Friday. So 2 tough games this week.